Watch Morning Motivational Rant with Dino and Crystal. 10 a.m. Tune in, folks.
That soundbite is definitely coming, people. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna mark the time is 48:14. Crystal soundbite. That's yeah, definitely make that. Because I tell you, there's.
That was a good one, right?
I think it was. That was actually a great one. Listen, I'll tell you, that's up there with.
I'm a former pro.
We went like at least 3 episodes where you didn't mention it, you asshole.
I don't, though. I know. Actually, I really don't. Like it's.
No, but you know what? Fuck people for their intent. Like, no, people think about that kind of shit, and you're like, fuck you, right? But it's. I'll tell you. Well, it's not easy.
I'm broke now, so clearly I'm not doing it now.
Well, this is okay.
At least we know I'm not a gold digger.
Yeah, well.
Clearly, look at Brown.
I have a really bad joke, but it's at your.
I just learned what Gucci was.
So I learned this joke. So somebody sent this to me, and this is what came to mind was this guy had ordered a lady of the night. Okay, and when she arrived, she pulled up in a Porsche. And that's when he started to second guess things. He's like, because, yeah, if she drove herself here with a Porsche, that's a lot of dick sucking. It's like, do I really want, am I that desperate? Like, do I kind of realize what I'm getting into? Because, you know, she didn't get a loan for that Porsche, right? You had to buy that thing cash.
Right.
So you're kind of like, ooh, is this a good decision or not?
That's it, right? And you see these girls like on the internet all the time.
Oh, wearing
and,
fancy
like,
cars, fancy clothes, and you're like, that shirt is like $400. That's a lot of dick. That is.
What did you do for that?
And it's like, and that's the thing is,
like, you know, you can only pee on so many people and stuff. Mine just supported a drug habit. Like that was it. I wasn't fancy enough. I didn't want to do all the rest. I was like, I'll pee on you. So
I'll tell you right now, I can only pee on about 3 people at a time. That's my limit. Then the stream just dries up, guys.
I can step on your balls, whatever, you know. I can dress up for you, like Big Bird and stuff. Like, but other than that, I don't know.
None of this is good. We should be taken off the internet for it. God damn it. Oh.
No, I'm saying that, not that I'm going to do it though, because I no longer do drugs, but, well, that I can't afford. Weed I can afford.
Oh, yeah. We're not animals, okay? We're not animals. Let's be reasonable, people.
Yeah. Somebody needs something. We need something.
No! Don't do it!
Like, I don't understand those people that don't do any, like, they don't smoke, they don't drink, they don't smoke pot.
Victoria,
like,
I'm married to it. I'm married to her. Nothing. Actually, well, so Victoria's vice. Victoria's vice is very much clothing and shoes, though. She spends money on that stuff, and she has very cool stuff.
I have family gamblers and stuff. Like, gamblers are big to that. Like, you would think that gambling's a huge thing for people that don't do drugs and stuff too.
I'm not a huge fan of gambling just because I know how toxic it is. Like, it's not like we went. I know like bachelor.
I just get pissed. $20. I'm like. You know what I could have done with that?
Yeah. Well, that's it, right?
I could have got a bag of milk and a thing of bread.
No, absolutely. No, that's the thing is like it gets and you can get so wrapped up in that kind of stuff so easily. It's very dangerous. It's scary, and like when you see people like at a slot machine like for hours on end, they won't even get up to piss, and it's like that's some weird shit, man. Like that's not healthy.
I think it was like Andrew Dice Clay. I'm positive. That's why I wouldn't say it if I was 100%. But Andrew Dice Clay said that like on his downtime type thing, he would go to the casino and like
50 grand,
get a whole bunch, like just play. Yeah, just play, and like that's how we paid for kids to like do stuff and everything.
Which,
like, that's like taking some chances.
Yeah, like I remember.
Like I put myself on the line to make money a lot, but fuck.
Yeah, it gets a little bit crazy. But mind you, Andrew Dice Clay was making like ridiculous cash back in the day, right? He was
doing well. If you know that you can do something, you put yourself into it. Most of the time.
No, absolutely. But it's whatever, right? It is what it is. So Well,
don't take chances though, people. Gambling's like, we're gonna have like the addiction counselor being like, well, if you just do like a little bit of heroin, it's okay.
It's not
you just
true.
do like
That is not true at all.
Just play a couple tables, it's okay. No, I was joking. That's why I said that people are gonna.
Interesting enough, that's about time for us, guys. So I'm gonna try and make up for yesterday's not lack of a morning motivation. I think all I said was keep on trucking, which is kind of a dick thing to say, but. I'm gonna say for today, let's say, take the time, especially right now, to learn what your weaknesses are. Everyone has them. There's nothing wrong with having a weakness. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging it and trying to work on it. Sometimes weaknesses can be bigger or affect us more than we realize. So taking the time to understand what a weakness is, and we just covered a lot of them, such as like gambling and drugs and addiction and in various forms. There's pornographic addiction, there's sexual addiction, there's all sorts of things that you can be addicted to. Candy. Listen, all those things factor in. Alcoholism, and they can destroy you. And one of the things that I know for myself, even with using various drugs in the past, was that as soon as it starts to impact your life in a negative way, it's in control and you're no longer in control. And that's real danger. But like one of the big things is like, listen, if you pay your bills and you're home every night and you take care of your family and yourself, and then you want to dabble in something, by all means, you're responsible adult. You can do whatever you want with your money. But standing there and not being able to pay your bills because you spent it on some vice, that's but it could be anything. But it could be anything, right?
Yeah, anything.
That's a failure in existence. It's a failure in existence. Absolutely. Gambling. And that's why it's like we have to. It's an important thing to take the time to figure out what your weaknesses are. And like for me, especially when I was young, I was brazen at times to the point of rudeness and obnoxiousness, and that was something I had to work on. Being pompous, thinking yourself better than others, those are vices as well, and we don't really realize how significant the vices in our life can be that will affect us to the point where it affects our friendships, our family life, our daily interaction, our ability to relax, our ability to enjoy the moment that we're in. And when that happens, you find that no joy can be received in any fashion without that vice. And that's when it's in control and you now are just not even a passenger. You're like a backseat passenger or even in the trunk of your own life. That's a horrible existence, people. And that's why it's like, especially now, there are hotlines and stuff, not just for like suicide, but just for mental health, is such a huge thing that it's, guys, no one knows what's going on.
There's no shame.
No,
awesome.
There's no.
And everybody.
Well, that's.
So
it's not even that, but that you should be proud that you tried to get help. You should be proud. Admitting our flaws is our humanity, and it is our only claim to success. You know, and getting that help. That means you're winning. You're on a path of success. Don't let anyone take that joy from you. Oh, be a master of your vices. Do not let them master you. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you.
See, look, his lordship is
very
rubbing off.
welcome to all. All right.
See, now you can be our lord because we can.
I am not our lord in any way, shape, or form, people. Okay. Crystal, where can everyone find you?
Everybody can find me on YouTube on Morning Motivational Rant, Simply Me. And you can find me, Crystal Morency, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And Dino.
All right, guys, you can find me on YouTube. It's
the Lord Dino.
You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I have a fan page, Dino the Genetic Marvel, on Facebook. As well, Morning Motivational Rant on YouTube. We are working on getting it on other avenues, but as well, we have Instagram and as the Morning Motivational Rant. So please like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you have any feedback for us or any topics you'd like us to touch on, by all means, we will happily do it. I've heard from other people privately where they won't make a comment, but they'll send us a message and say, hey, I really like what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And
that's cool too.
Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate it. And you know what, guys, like we can't wait, and we're happy that you're on this journey with us. But in the rest of it,
we're so excited.
absolutely, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.